I just doubled one of my $200 accounts using the MultiPair EA, and it's actually very simple. I opened the account, set the EA on the Euro-dollar chart, and then left it running. The results have been public on the Algo Trading Space platform from the start, and by the time my editors finish this video, the results will probably be even higher. So if you want to try to achieve the same, this video is for you, but stay with me until the end because there is something important you need to know before you do it. And keep in mind that all of our live results are possible because of you guys. You're supporting my work just by watching the videos. A lot of people don't even realize they haven't subscribed. The videos just pop up on the home screen and you watch them. So please take a second and double check if you're subscribed. We are doing this for everyone, and every single subscriber really matters. So if I go to the Algo Trading Space platform and I show you the live trading results, you will see that at the time of recording this video we have 63 accounts, and if I arrange them according to the initial balance, we have several that start with $200, and I'm sure you will immediately notice this one because it doubled the account, 127% actually. And if I show you the track record, you will see that this is a very steady growth. There are some drawdowns if I switch to equity, but nothing really drastic. At this point the equity dropped from 356 down to 235 and then it recovered. So the question is, can I do that again and again and grow this small account into a few $1,000 account? So let me show you what the answer is. Here is the live account I have with Black Bull Markets, and by the way, the broker is very important because when you trade a small account, the trading conditions really matter, and the standard account that Black Bull offers has one of the best trading conditions. So this one over here, the standard account that requires no minimum deposit, spread starting from 0.8, and there are no commissions. So I started this account back in August. You can see that I've deposited $200. There were plenty of trades that opened and closed, and currently my profit is $255, which means that I've doubled the account and made even more. But let me show you now the back test. I opened it right in here with imported tick data, and this is actually the $1,000 live account where I'm trading the MultiPair, but here I'm trading the Swiss yen, the EuroCAD and EURUSD with the minimum of 0.01. But I want to show you the Euro-dollar, and I will switch as well to the Euro-dollar MultiPair expert advisor because they are different for the different currencies. I will stick to everything and I'll backtest it for the last 2 years. I will click on start and let's see together what the result will be. Did you see that? The account was blown. It went really well from the beginning of 2024 all the way up to September 2024. So for 9 months, it not just doubled the account from $200, it went all the way to $690 to probably a little bit above the $700. So it doubled the account a few times. Then the account was blown. So if I was starting at the beginning of 2024, I would double the account a few times. If I start somewhere in August, just before September, I'll just lose the body. Now let's see what happens after that. Now let's say I start this account at the beginning of 2025 and I hit start. Let's see the results. It goes up again very steadily. So right in here the account is doubled and boom, the account is blown. Are you surprised? Because I'm not. So if I was starting this account somewhere in April, I would still blow the account. I wouldn't be able to double it. Now if I show the results, let's say from somewhere in the middle of the year, let's say June, the 1st of June 2025, and I hit start, let's see what the result will be. Boom, the account is blown without giving me the chance to double it even once. This is because the account is just too small. $200 is a very small amount that you can trade with expert advisors. And we started all of these $200 accounts because so many of you are asking for an expert advisor that is capable of trading on a small account. It was really challenging to find a few expert advisors, but it is just risky, and that's the truth. However, it doesn't mean you cannot trade it. I'll show you something that will lower the risk if you're trading such an account. So from the backtest we did with the euro dollar, obviously it's kind of a gambling if you want to trade a multi-pair on a $200 live account. However, let me show you the result for the euro yen, not the euro dollar, but the euro yen. I will switch to euro yen with the expert as well as with the symbol, and I'll go back to the beginning of 2024 and I will hit start, and let's see now the backtest. Here we go. The backtest starts with a couple of drawdowns, but nothing really to worry about. On the bottom are the amount of orders that are being simulated or backtested. The drawdowns are really nothing to worry about, nothing compared to the euro dollar where it will just blow the account, and you can see that the balance is getting close to the 400, which means that at this point we double the initial investment of $200, and here it is. At this point the balance was doubled, and the expert advisor continues on profit with very small drawdowns, and the backtest will finish in a second. And here you will see that the same expert advisor, the same strategy with a little bit different inputs for the euro yen is just suitable for the small accounts, and at least for the last 2 years it didn't blow the account. Look at that, very smooth balance going upwards. Here are all the trades. Obviously it is trading with 0.01, and then if I show you the report, we will see that the relative drawdown was 150 at one point, or at the time when it happened that was like 56%, and the total net profit was 281. I'll show again the backtesting results that I showed in one of my previous videos, and you can see that when we backtested it on a 10k with the euro dollar, the drawdown with the minimum 0.01 lot was above $3,000. It means that at one moment in the past the drawdown was this big, and you have no chance if you're trading on a small account, just as I'm doing at the moment, but stay with me here. So the pound dollar is the second most volatile, where we have bigger drawdown, and in this case like $1,000 is the minimum to trade the multi-pair, and that's the reason why I increased the account in the multi-pair pound dollar account. Right in here it is. You can see that it's already 1,000. It used to be 200, but after we did this analysis and we saw that it could happen that there will be a huge drawdown, I added to the balance. Also the EuroCAD, I am trading on a $1,000 live account, but with the EuroCAD the drawdown is not so big, so we can afford more than the minimum trading quantity. And here is the account, so I'm trading with 2 as a value, or according to their formula that will be 0.02. Until the moment I was trading with the minimum 0.01, and it is going slowly on a profit. You can see that I have like $36 as a profit in this account, and I'm planning to start a new small $200 account for the euro yen because it seems that this currency is the most suitable, and this is the reason why the example portfolio where we were trading the pound dollar with the euro CAD exactly, simply because based on the backtest we don't expect such huge drawdowns like with the euro dollar or with the pound dollar. And until recently this $1,000 live account I was trading all of the currency pairs with the same lot, simply because it's one EA that trades on a few currency pairs, right? So it's logical to put them on there, trade the same lot. The vendor doesn't recommend a lot size or starting amount, and I was usually looking at which are the top currency pairs, and then I would put into a different account, and that is exactly how I came up with this euro dollar more account. So at this account, until recently I was trading the 5 currency pairs. I actually requested 2 times withdrawals, so I'm already making money from this account. And if I click on stats and I show you the symbols and I remove the filter, and you will see that the most profitable is the euro dollar and the pound dollar, exactly the assets that had the biggest drawdowns in the past. So if I trade those assets on separate small accounts, it's simply riskier. And I doubled this euro dollar account, but I really wanted in this video to show you what the risks are. It's pretty much you gamble it. It's like you put $200 with a risky asset and you hope it will double. Now what you do after that, it's up to you. You can withdraw the money and wait for the next opportunity, or you can try to double again and double again. Now if you want to double again and double again, then it's better to go with the assets that are not so volatile. As you saw, the euro yen is a currency that is suitable for small accounts because it goes slower, but the drawdowns are not that huge. Of course, the backtest is there to help us decide what the lot should be and to have some estimations, but it's not a guarantee that the same drawdowns will remain in the future. However, it's a lot. It's so useful to have the backtest, and that's one of the reasons why algo trading is preferable, because with manual trading we don't have backtests, we don't have anything, right? And at the end I want to show you the track record from the vendor. You can see that currently the price of the MultiPair is $199 for 2 licenses. Yep, you get 2 licenses, you can trade on 2 accounts, and I'll leave a discount coupon down below in the description. But here is the real track record, which started back in 2023. You can see that the initial deposit was $700. In total, we have $3,645 as deposit. Withdrawal is $1,000, but currently the balance, according to this track record, is over $67,000, which means that they have doubled the accounts multiple times, probably using a little bit too high risk. If I show you the monthly return down with the monthly analytics, you will see that they make about 6-7 up to 9%. That's in 2025, and at the beginning actually they went with really high risk. So I do believe that these huge returns are because of the high risk at the beginning, and once the account is bigger, obviously you can trade with higher risk. However, the life update is not checked, so I usually remain skeptical about such track records, but it could be real. But let me show you what is my plan for these risky $200 life accounts. Now if you have $200 life account and you double it, it becomes $400. Now one thing is you can withdraw 200 and start trading with 200 again, right? If with this 200 you start another account, let's say trade another currency pair with the MultiPair, once you double it, you can have 2 $200 life accounts. And if you do that again and again, you can have multiple life accounts. Or another option is once you double your account, keep trading with a $400, and then if you double the 400, you can withdraw and open another $400 account. If you double again, another $400 account, and if you double again, you can skip withdrawing and start trading with an $800 account. So these are just different options of how you can trade these small risky accounts. You can multiply the number or increase steadily, but I always prefer to withdraw money and to multiply the number of the accounts and not to keep it for ages, because first of all, I'm not a vendor trying to sell expert advisor, so I don't need to have such track record. And second of all, there is always a risk that the account will blow. Something unexpected might happen on the market and you may lose everything. So bear that in mind. So be careful when you try to double a small account. Go with the less riskier assets. We will keep searching for expert advisors suitable for small accounts, but it's just challenging. And if you put a small $200 life account, you just risk it. You accept that you may lose it tomorrow or immediately after you start. Thanks so much for watching today's video, guys. Thanks for staying with me until the end of the video. It means really the world to me. But before you go, check out this video on my side and you will learn about another expert advisor suitable for small accounts, at least as much as it could be. I love you, trade safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.